Just having some extra chenille yarn, I decided to make a pillow. Come along with me as we make a pillow together. So you're going to slip stitch, crisscross, put your hand through, grab the yarn, working yarn, and there is your slip stitch. And now we are going to make chains. You have your fingers in the loop. You will grab the working yarn and pull it through. And you will continue this way, making your chain stitches. Depending on how large you would like your pillow, I did 12 chain stitches to make a medium-sized pillow. Continue to put your fingers through the loop, grab the working yarn, and pull through for a loop. Now we will join the ends to create a ring for this pillow. Grab your last loop that you made. Feed the tail through the second loop. Now you have a ring. So you have your first loop that you made. Then you're going to put your finger through to get the working yarn and create a loop. Now you have 2 loops. And you will continue this way, grabbing to make a loop and go around your chain. Now that we're coming towards the end, it is important that you count how many loops that you have, and you will stick with that number throughout this pillow. So sometimes to help me remember where my last stitch was, I take the tail and I feed it through the last loop I made. So there is my last one. So now I will start feeding through. I have 2, 3, 4, and again, it's important that you count in the beginning so you do not skip a stitch. 5, 6, 7, and try to make your loops the same size. 8, 9, 10, and I came to the end of my working yarn and I attached the chenille yarn to another color, and I just tied a basic knot, pulled, and then I cut the excess tail off. So that is my 11th stitch. Feed the tail through the 12th. You do not have to join another color. You can continue. And now this is my 3rd row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and there's the tail, 12. So I know I did my 12 stitches for the third row. And you will continue this way. And now I'm on my fourth row. Again, you can count or you just leave your tail and you will know that that is the 12th stitch. But I like to count in the beginning just so I don't miss a stitch. About the fourth row, I would start to fold my project for the pillow so then it's easier to work with instead of going around and around in a circle. Now that it's folded, you just have to pick it up and you'll be able to then also create your stitches a little bit closer together so it's not as wide. You're going to continue doing this going around and around for 12 rows. On my 11th row, I decided to put a different color piece of yarn, just kind of hold it as a marker, and this is my 12th row. Now that I completed the 12th row, I'm going to cut about 2 widths of working yarn lengths to weave in the pillow to close it. Once you completed your 12th row, you would like to go to where you began your stitches, and we are going to then start closing the pillow up. So how I do that is I take that extra tail that I had and I'm going to weave it in the chain, and as I'm weaving it through I can start pulling to make the whole of the pillow close. I am finished weaving it, and now I'm going to tuck that tail on the inside part and make a knot to finish off the pillow. So after making a knot, I flip it over to take a look, make a few little adjustments, and then I am ready now to put the pillow portion inside. I decided to take 2 pieces of fabric and just stuff it and sew it closed for the pillow. You can buy it in any hobby store or fabric store, a pillow that will fit what you are creating. So I put that in, and now I will be weaving in the top portion of the pillow with the remaining yarn that I cut. Tie a knot at the end of your working yarn and weave it through the loops. I'm coming towards the end. As I get to the last loop, I will then start pulling the working yarn so I can close the pillow. We are at the end of making our pillow. This is so exciting. Now we are going to start weaving in the tail throughout the pillow so then we do not see the stitch. So go ahead and start weaving in your tail around your pillow. This was a lot of fun to make. I love the feel of the yarn. It is so soft and thick. It took it less than an hour to make, and you have this really soft and fun pillow.